First of all, we should understand the major problem in India, which is going unnoticed by many of the political parties. And especially when I'm going through the manifesto of various parties, I find that there is no mention about the air pollution, which is going on unabated nowadays. Entire India is facing the problem. The air quality index is going on increasing during the winter season, and it goes to the extreme level, sometimes crossing 400 and very severe conditions. This leads to a lot of lung related problems and cancers and other things. It is going to affect the health of the people here, especially a city like Delhi, which is the worst affected city in the entire world, as the statistics is saying that Delhi is the worst affected place for in the air pollution arena. We feel that the political parties must have concentrated on the very important air pollution problem in their manifesto, but whereas it is not found anywhere. On the contrary, everywhere it is mentioned about giving developmental activities. For that, early clearance of the EIAs and environmental clearance will be accorded very easily and very quickly in order to encourage the infrastructure and development projects. Very fine, we are not against the development. Sustainable development is very important, but at the same time, we find that the air pollution, which is going to be one of the major issues in the coming days, due to the continuous climate change, and everywhere there are lots of contributing factors which are leading to this increased air pollution today. The AQI, which has been published by the Central Pollution Control Board, which we are seeing every time, Delhi is having the highest level of AQI. It has crossed a very severe condition. But whereas I'm seeing in none of the political parties are mentioning about this kind of air pollution problems anywhere in their manifesto. It is not addressed. Neither in letter nor in spirit they are addressed. In the last few years, we are seeing how the air quality has worsened like anything. There are many various factors which are leading to this. One is that stubble burning, which is in the nearby states of Delhi, which is contributing a major chunk towards the air pollution, number one. Number two, lots of construction activities are going on in Delhi, like International Convention Center is coming up. Lots of hospitals projects and multi-story buildings are coming in. So this leads to increased pollution level, especially in terms of PM 2.5 and PM 10, particulated matter which are less than 1/40th of a micron size. This is very dangerous for those who are breathing. Especially it is going to affect the senior citizens as well as the young people, young children, school-going children. Many of the children are exposed to the pollution in Delhi. Pollution mask is not the solution. We need to find out how to implement the stringent rules, like solid waste management rules are there, which are not enforced, which are not taken care of. Whenever we are talking about the pollution control, air pollution control, garbage burning is a continuous phenomenon in Delhi. No solid waste management is properly addressed in Delhi, as well as other states also. In most of the cases, the landfills are going on increasing in height. In Ghazipur, landfill, which is very nearer to Delhi, the height of the Ghazipur landfill is now crossing the Qutub Minar's height. So these all are contributory factors towards the polluted environment in Delhi. I hope that if the parties are not going to take it seriously and implement the Environment Protection Act properly for letter and spirit, and as well as the solid waste management rules, nothing is going to happen. The practical reality is the fighting between the parties, political parties, have put into trouble the normal citizens, like senior citizens and young children, who are the normal school-going children, especially the school-going children and the senior citizens who are using the common mode of conveyances. They are all very much affected. It is the highest time to take an immediate decision. Otherwise, India will be in one of the worst scenario. But I do not know why in any of the manifestos, I have seen almost all the manifestos, and I find that nowhere they are mentioning about the air pollution and how they are going to address it. We suggest that waste management rules have to be properly implemented. Garbage burning and stubble burning must be stopped forthwith, and stringent penalties must be levied on the people who are the erring people, who are the culprits. We should book them. Construction activities must come to a standstill or grinding halt, or even if it cannot be stopped, it must be under complete monitoring. EPCAs, Environmental Pollution Control Authority is there. We need to, levy the penalties, highest penalties to those people who are not following the construction norms in, what you call, using the various protective measures to reduce the contents of PM 2.5 and 10. This apart, car pollution is one of the major contributor towards the air pollution. Now, cars are going on increasing, and we are going on giving licenses, and even one single person is using one car. In a city like Delhi, the car is not a luxury car. Car has become a necessity now, and the pollution which is being created by the vehicular traffics are also in the increase. There must be some measures to encourage the common mode of conveyance, and we must bring cycling as one of the very important solution for managing the air pollution. And we have some steps have been taken, no doubt, but all are only in letters, but it is not in spirit. They are not properly implemented. Even I would like to say, not only the governments, the people are also responsible for the present state of worst affairs of pollution. Air pollution can be addressed only if everyone come together and work, thinking that the future generation is in trouble. We are all not living in this world just for the sake of spending our time. This is a place which have been borrowed from our next generation, and which we have to hand it over to them intact and as it is. Otherwise, there is no point in going on electing a new government, and every government promising that yes, we are going to do this and that, but our forests are being reduced. 20-25% is only the forest now. Even that is also not the complete, statistically they are not correct. And those places which are having green cover are also taken as forest, but they are not in real terms forest. Unless we are having some measures to, encourage the afforestation measures seriously, there is going to be a problem. Tree felling has to be immediately contained. These are all the ways which I hope that if the elected government takes care of all these things, then only this country can be saved from the future disasters. Thank you very much.